now, a teacher can generate a special learning plan for each student. The government cover that come from, you know. So we can now say, so suppose the information the AI provided is outside things where basically outside that we operate in laws. Because remember saying my AI, you know, I don't necessarily Jamaica information I pull from, you know. It's a reference point. So where is the law? Where is the regulation? We're going to need regulation.
Don't we have a feasibility study that guide us well as to what this reference point, the cultural background, and
who are going to supply information?
Where
is the
where they get that information from to incorporate into AI to say
this information is valid, yes,
right. So for example, Nani the Maroon. What does AI know about Nani, Paul Bogle, Marcus Garvey? Is it they could just pick something and say,
make we use it that way. Let's say you do research for Nani of the Maroon, and you find information from Jamaica National Library that could be cited as a reliable source. But if you find the same information from Wikipedia, it's a reliable source.
Right.
No. People good as all put it information maybe not correct.
Right.
So sourcing has a lot to do with it.
Now, let's answer this question, Navi. With the big revolution of technology coming globally, people will be out of a job. My question to you, will these robots be on the hillside of South Trelawney planting yams and cutting yam stick? Because as far as I'm concerned, they're pushing this technological agenda as if that all who are planting yam are go out of a job. So I want to know what's the solution going forward for people who plant yam. I know the garbage collector will be out of a job soon because they have truck with robotic arms that will pick up and sweep up the road. So is the yam farmers' jobs are at risk? I would want to know.
No, but let's say we never look on yam farm because we don't say they not touch yam. What we have to look on is with the possible increase of minimum wage to an amount of 32,000.
That is garbage. It cannot happen.
Well, me not say not happen, you know, he say yeah. Because many things where him say yeah. So, but is the impact of that no problem?
Month, you know, you're telling the private investors.
But I know the private sector a problem. Let's say we have 100 staff working that amount of money for a month. Now here comes the Prime Minister and Yamba Group and sell me a likely technology of AI. That means we can program a robot if you take up $500 a day, but to start when we employ only can take up $250. It's better me go with the robot car one. It may pay a little more for my light bill, but in terms of operation cost of salary, me may go pay way less.
But
so at this point, no idea is to increase operating revenue and less operating expense. So Kitty get bigger people faster and the share will.
Hold on, voice. Alvaro, and to add to that, you know, it's going to impact construction, business, a whole lot.
We all know that. We all know that.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? How you guys doing? How is the panel doing?
Not good. With babies missing.
Yeah, I'm following this case. I'm living in Canada, but you know what I want to say. I don't know if it makes sense. The auntie said they don't cook on Friday, so how come they might go look at the food? Oh boy, I don't know.
No,
the question. What I really want to say anyway. The auntie said the little girl that the guy named Jayden give the umbrella too. He talked to the little kid. What the little kid said to her, why Jayden give him the umbrella? Give her the umbrella.
Okay, they were coming from school. This is what she said. They were coming from school and they were in Little Caesar. But knowledge tell us, because Jayden have the car, know that they're waiting on him in the car, a waiting car. The rain was falling, so he didn't need the umbrella no more. He gave the little girl the umbrella.
Yes, I understand that. But the auntie said he talked to the little girl and asked him why Jayden give her the umbrella. What did the little girl tell her? why Jordan, I can't pronounce the name good. Give
As
her
I
the umbrella.
explained, that's a lie she tell, because at the time when Jayden left school, from she leave Jayden Thursday night to the hospital, she has not seen Jayden. Listen. So you see, if she said that for one different panel is another lie she tell. There's some children that was in Little Caesar playing with Jayden. The rain poured out. But basically, Jayden already know from in the morning, because them are working with his sister. Right? Because Demar is always the one complaining on Jayden. Jayden already knows.
Well, I'm following up this thing. And he said she talked to the little girl and she talked to the little girl's father. So I want to know if she asked the little girl why did Jordan give her the umbrella, and what the little girl said to her why Jordan give her the umbrella. Because to my knowledge, rain is falling. Jordan I go say to her, say, okay, bring the umbrella. Take the umbrella because my cousin gonna come and pick me up and bring it back Monday.
That's what she said to him.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
look back in this one now. I think the auntie rushed to that little girl to find out if Jayden has really tell her who is the cousin that is gonna come and pick her up, because they want
That's
to
what
know.
I think. That's what I think too.
If he let out those information, then they will be in trouble.
But my question is, where and when did the auntie saw Jayden to give him the umbrella to speak to the little girl, because she never left the hospital? Them say them not left the hospital.
Let me tell you, man. I will lie tell this thing, man. The only person in that family don't know nothing about this thing is the uncle. He's blind to what's going on.
Sir, and you still, sir, may I honestly tell you the truth, we still can't say that yet. Because if you is in a home and you know that a child have been abused and you turn a blind eye to it, you is just as guilty as them.
Okay, let me clear that part.
He may not know exactly the extent that they were gonna go, but he know that something was up against that little boy.
Okay, let me clear this part with the uncle part now. Remember, the auntie said, hold on, let me clear it. The auntie said her brother gave the baby to one of her sister. But remember, we speak to the mother live, She get the baby from her sister, which the brother was going to give the sister to. She have cancer, she refused. The brother went to the man, Mr. Thomas, and said, me I go lose a little boy and I can't afford it, and the mother now have no interest. Mr. Thomas is the one who took home Jayden. He pampered Jayden, but Demar was jealous of that.
Thomas or Thompson? I think it's Thompson.
Thomas or Thompson, him same one.
Yeah.
So he's the one, because he will bring even Jayden more, Demar more to jealous. When Jayden was going to school, the auntie told him give 1,200, Mr. Thomas give 1,500. Even though Demar is his child, because persons from the community says that when they tell Demar do anything, he frowns and his Jayden have to do it. They go as far as to say Jayden cook Sunday dinner. They go as far to say Jayden is a goat man till one of the goat love him, he could talk to the goat. They go as far as to say, they go as far as to say, looking at the man in a Jayden face, if you don't say one bomb, where the auntie lick him, the cocoa. So they can abuse him behind Mr. Thomas, Let us not drift from the fact that he may not know as well as he will know, because after watching the media now, he must come to his sense to ask them questions. And them are now acting strange. Then delete them Facebook, then delete TikTok, and they come in different names and they are on the platform listening.
I don't know that area, but I watched L.A. Lewis interview Mr. Thompson, right? And when Mr. Thompson said, when the girl leave the hospital and said she gonna go and bathe, to how far she come back, he couldn't believe saying go when she go and bathe and come back already. He was surprised. So where did he go?
Well, that's the thing. And I believe, and then Shani tell us on the live that Jayden maybe take up company and start the drugs and maybe...
Nobody, don't even go there. Nobody believe that. That little look too harmless.
It's the plan where they have. And she said, maybe somebody pick him up on the Lonely Perth Road. We never could tell.
That money that them say the little guy take out the back, they take that money and try to pull something off. You hear me tell you? People not stupid. People not stupid.
Look, I believe the reason why they come together and tell Jayden meet them up on Perth no camera no up there to pick them up. This is coming to a closure, because I say, Mr. Chairman.
I really want to come to a closure because, man, this is sinful, you know.
They just need to. They need to find Jayden, you know, whether dead or alive, unalive or whatever. And
it might sad to say, and that's not what I'm looking for. But I don't think he's alive.
Me neither. But we just
remember now, man. They gone Friday, gone 3 weeks, man.
But they still need to find his remains, so that they can go for them people there.
So
they need to bring in the 15-year-old situation and threaten to lock him up, and he will talk everything that's happened. Because,
I know that.
You know, that's what they should do.
You know, she may become with the intention and say, oh, the pain of my baby feel, I go feel it back. Who to tell if them not have been somewhere? Because, okay, let me tell you this. There is a license plate. There's a license plate that was circulating. We get the license plate. The panel that I am on, we went ahead and did a search. So we know where the car come from. We know who for the car. We know how much ticket outstanding. We know everything about the car. So there's a lot to listen and learn. You understand? And I believe not for everything to speak, because it's true they have so much people listen and care about news to them get things to get rid of evidence.
Let me tell you, man, I know how Jamaican parents is. I see when I was going to school, right? I was running and bump up with my little sister, and my forehead give him a lick over her left eye and cut her on a piece of ass where my grandmother gave me. You know, and I didn't know which way to do it. So I know Jamaican parents rest.
Yeah, that's the first red flag when she said that she simply
she lying. She's lying
to Jayden.
Nobody believes that.
Yeah.
Unless she wasn't a Jamaican parent, she lying.
Yeah, what the husband said he was the one who stopped her from rough him up and tell her how we go to hospital with the baby. So basically, he must sing them every time he talk, because he don't know what going on the outside. But
him just talk the truth.
He must talk the truth.
Talk what him know.
Understand? And come on, the mother, when we talk to the auntie, we ask her, said, is the boy mother this mentally ill? She said no, nothing is wrong with her, but the father drink and the mother is a hairdresser. Mr. Thomas says she do hair all over the place, so she do good at the St. Elizabeth Far place. That's how she work. She mobile. So whatever they're trying to say today, and then every video that Shani makes, she went back and she delete them. But we already screened. We have them. The whole world have them already. So when they delete them late. So this girl named Cam now, she came and she make a statement. She started talk like she was reading from something, and not post it to her. So you're reading just all a minute from your script. And she's saying, what do you mean all a minute? So we realized she was reading. Then she come off of the live, even leave Shanique and her mommy. And when somebody said so, Lavally said to her, said, mommy, and Shanique, what would you say to Jayden? Jayden, if you're anywhere around, you come home with love, and then she stopped. Somebody asked the mommy a question, and she said, you know what? I'm gonna cook me dinner. Oh, you can't eat and comfortable.
Not shed a tear, nothing, no remorse, nothing for the child, and everybody here tearing up from 3 weeks now about a child that we don't even know. And they're the one that see him every day, and you don't see any emotion towards the child. Wow.
You know why something going to come out of it? We stand out for justice with this case, and everywhere you go. So the police, them now going to make we outrun them, you know. Even though we don't solve the case as the media already, you know. We're just waiting on them to come forward. You understand? And I don't live up for the Bahamas. I can't sleep one night time. I live on life.
You know, and I'm so glad that how everywhere you scroll on the media, it's Jayden, and we're so happy that you know that you all taking interest in our children right now, because too much of them is being missing and being unalive, and it's a trend now, and it's supposed to stop.
I see. Sunday Dan, me not take over your platform, boss. Mr. The Black, somebody there so say something. Oh, this Black, huh?
All right, you can take me down. I'm gonna go on the road. So have a blessed day, all of you.
Okay.
Keep doing what you're doing.
We will. The voice is what have to be heard. I think if we keep on doing it, then something will come out of it.
Yes.
We just have to be the parents we are, and we can't be parents only for our children.
Yes.
And I know
The
people.
church, everybody need to come out. The church is so silent. Everybody need to come out and.
I have one thing to say. Let me tell you something. No 12-year-old will stay in a bush 3 weeks by himself. No 12-year-old, nobody will put up a 12-year-old police to look for.
No.
That boy, he ain't alive.
Oh gosh.
If he's alive, them keeping him somewhere and torture him then.
To make him feel about the pain, the baby.
Yes. And it is so evil.
Moderator, you can take me down.
That boy something. That boy is smart. He won't walk on that road by himself if he knows he's not supposed to walk there. They tell him to meet him there and they take him away. I heard about the camera, that the camera saw him and the lady walking. I don't know if it's true.
No.
Or some camera saw him somewhere or something like that.
The camera that L.A. Lewis saw on the place, the building. There were 2 hidden cameras that nobody speaks of, right? So L.A. Lewis came and he showed them those 2 cameras. One of the camera could show Jayden going up the road and Perth Road. But the camera could only show him back way going up as far as it could see him. And the other camera that L.A. Lewis identified, it only could show his face. So it was really proven that it was him. Right?
So you see, why would that little boy do that? He never normally do that. Somebody let him go there. Somebody tell him to go there.
They were waiting on him up there. Listen how they...
Of course.
Jayden never stay anywhere because he doesn't speak to his mother and his sister. The sister come on the live and let him beg him to talk to her. And he would not. Jayden is a person who is peer pressure. Jayden, and look at him face. Tell you all about him, Jayden under pressure, but he's not a talkative, right? One of them.
Him just take it at his chin. He don't complain.
No, one of them said jump off a bed, one say a chair angle, right? So we just a
story.
I kill them own.
So what is the truth? Where's the truth?
We're trying to get back the auntie or the Shanique on the live, but for some reason they ain't coming up. Because the question I want to ask them, and if they should listen to this after it finished, what would you say to the public when everything comes out and you guys fail? What would you say to us? What you have to tell the world? If it comes to the past,
I don't think Jordan was loved. I don't think he was loved. They were using him because he's a person that he was a willing child, so they use him.
Well, yes,
I don't think they love him.
Yes, Keith, we do have the car license plate number. We found out who the car belongs to. We found out the everything about the car, the person, how much, or even outstanding ticket. We know it's a 2013 car. We know everything.
People were getting in trouble. Family members.
I think there's something that said, you can mute that person that's on it. So like a school teacher. I don't know, but I believe Mr. Thomas, as you said, persons are saying not to point finger, but I believe Mr. Thomas have a clean record. But listen to this again. What puzzled me, Sonny, why would you give your daughter your boss house key for going to your boss house go bed?
Wow.
Remember, the husband said the wife tell him to give the daughter the key.
Alright, I'll tell you something now. Allegedly, Allegedly,
They
them
asked
say the
him,
house there, the
Yeah,
mother
because
keep on carry.
you have to say alleged because you know what no lawsuit against you.
Yeah,
Alleged.
them say
Right.
the mother keep and carry the house. So that's why you have the key feet.
oh, and
Okay.
again, them said we thought it was Blue House, but I think somebody declared the area is now by the name of Blue House, cause them are mentioned to us about Blue House, but when they try to question him on it, he ready to go. He wasn't interested to
World
say
Bank,
anymore.
exactly.
He wasn't
Why?
interested to say anymore, but we are blood
But them
bleeding.
don't confess for themselves already. Them don't the lies, them other lies that them tell. Them don't mess up themselves already. And we know the truth. Just say the police can find the truth. No, but Jamaican police, let me tell you something about Jamaican police, they don't investigate nothing.
No, don't say that.
They don't investigate nothing.
No, say mandatory police. Because, listen here.
Jamaican police can happen in Kingston here too. It happen in Kingston here too.
You have good cop and bad cop.
I'm not saying not good cop, but let me tell you something. They're not got thorough. They're not thorough. They don't do things thoroughly. No,
man,
they
them
don't
just
do
tell
things.
us
They
something
don't
about
touch you, man.
what on them miss happen. You see in a investigation like this, the police them now go tell you until.
No, I'm not saying let me tell me,
So
but I don't know.
we can't look for them give with any leads on it. Because
No, me I tell you about things I mean, you know. Where police no business as person tell them this and it just done this so.
Alright, let me say it again. Police, them do full investigation, but if you and them a friend, you will know the truth. Them do them thing. I have a son with the police and I asked him the other day, I said, what you think? You hear him say to me? I can't even explain that to you. But we eyes are on one set of people. Not more me no want hear, because I'm not going to tell me can't. They have to protect themselves. And even though we are quarreling about the police, this is a detective job. This is a detective job. Detective don't come out and share information with public like that. You understand?
I know that.
So we can't really bash them because it is against their will. But we are waiting on them to take.
But no, the work say them are investigated, but it's better than cold case.
The police, the
But I make it better because right now.
The set of police that does investigation is the CIB set of police.
Yes.
And they're not going to talk
to nobody.
They're not going to give out any information.
No, but me not expect them to do that. But me I say, me not know. They just walk around too free, man. Me just want it, boy, me not know. He just burn me so.
They're doing their job.
And then they start
and if them should have grill the one of them. They should have in our room and grill the one of them one by one. They should have fear.
At the right time.
The time Shani gets to kill Jayden is when she claims for say
Unalive.
Unalive.
Yeah, unalive.
The time she gets for unalive the little boy is when she say she'll go buy KFC for her son. That is the time she and the driver go pick him up, whisper them, tell him to go, and strong him.
When the driver need to talk.
And then carry her, go buy the chicken, then carry her back to the hospital, then go and throw away the body.
Listen, the baby leg break up into the hip. There's no way she could take the baby to KFC.
She didn't take the baby to KFC. She went by herself. She and Demar sit and planned it. And then
I brother know everything you are going step by step. The 15-year-old know everything.
The car with her.
The 15-year-old know everything.
Come. I always say Alex. Me I beg you no please. You know say Alex. I only use Unalive. And people from the live, when you tap up the live and support the live goal. Me I say something to you. You see, me not even gonna talk about when she reach at the hospital. So when she come from foreign in at that time there, before she even think about for go to the hospital, I feel like in at that time there. When time remember it can't happen. When time before when she reach a hospital, it have to happen at the time when them tell Jayden say them are gonna pick him up. We can't remember, so we can't forget that. That is the main point of the story. Them tell Jayden say them are gonna pick him up at such time. You see me? So after Jayden get picked up, what happened to him? where them put him, where them do with him. That's the main part of it.
Everything happened before hospital visit. Allegedly, and I assume, and my opinion is, everything happened before hospital. Before she reached hospital.
Because Mr. T said she reached into the hospital after 3, just after him, and that would be after pick-up time from school. Now there is a
course
from Jayden's side. She was on Miss, I don't remember if it's done alive, you know. But she didn't afraid to talk. So some persons are speculating that Jayden side of family ain't saying nothing. Trust me, those side of people are acting, because Mr. Thomas said Jayden's father went to the police to make a report. So some persons who never know that. But there's a cousin that says she's the one who make the helicopter land down there, and she's on the search. And she wasn't afraid to answer the questions them from Auntie Dana, because she vividly say she believes Pam allegedly do the job. They know what they did. And if you listen one of Dana live that they tape, you could listen her. She didn't afraid to talk. She was upfront and bold.
But that little 15-year-old I think of things though. I mean I think of things. Him know exactly what go down.
If
him know things too.
Yeah, him know a lot because him bad mind Jayden from home.
And they use him as a decoy to get him to go.
And again, they said the auntie said she took Jayden when Jayden was 5. The cousin one Dana life said they took Jayden when he was 3 years old, because her child and Jayden was going to basic school at the time. So if we get a million different people for talk on that side there, then a different million something go come up.
Yeah, I remember she also said no, the Jayden mother no mad, like how them say she's
no, they're not mad.
She not crazy, nothing wrong with the lady. Them say nothing wrong with her. But why she not have her pitney? She became bad good at this right now.
No, listen, she have more children, and you have some mothers who Mr. T sound like she really never want Jayden. But I don't believe it wants, want. You know, they can.
She just can't take one more mouth to feed.